Not long ago, I was in the firing range, and after my totally first shot of the Kraber and my totally organized trick shot, I was kind of confused how I hit this on my very first try. Totally. But then I remembered literally 5 seconds before this totally first shot, I drank Maui Punch, the best glitch energy flavor that is on the market right now. So you too could be definitely hitting shots like this on your totally first try by using code JMeyels at your checkout to get glitch energy for 20% off. In all seriousness, Maui Punch is the best flavor, and this took me a while to record, so please help me out. And thanks to Glytch for sponsoring today's video. Not gonna lie, I really enjoyed making that. Allowed me to be a little creative. Hope you guys are doing well and having a great day. Plenty to dive into with the anniversary collection event, notes just coming out, as well as the trailer, and then also some big updates that Respawn already has planned for the brand new modes that they're adding tomorrow in season 16. You guys know with this collection event we have heirloom shards, and I'm going to be giving those away. So if you guys ever had one specific heirloom you've always wanted, now's your time to do it. All you gotta do is like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be picking the winner a week from tomorrow, so next Tuesday. The last two giveaway winners I had said they've never won one before, and they didn't really expect to win. So look, today may be your lucky day. So firstly, I wanted to dive into the anniversary collection event. Respawn just released this trailer over on their YouTube page and as well on their official EA website. And we actually have some updates regarding what this anniversary collection event is going to look like. They started off by saying we have a community created reward tracker. Basically, a lot of your content creators came in here to work on some of this stuff. I really don't even know how much they were involved in this. Regardless, their names are attached to some of this stuff, saying the 4th anniversary. Basically, put your party hat on and get some cake because Apex Legends just turned 4 years old. We're going to celebrate with our anniversary style collection event. And then also like some of the names that they had in here: Nakoko, Simply Ashton, Candy Roo, Ninja Leia, Nicewig, a couple others as well. It's pretty cool to see. But you've also, you're going to get heirloom shards during this collection event. Probably my favorite collection event of all time, just because if there's one specific one that you want, you can go for that one rather than just settling for an heirloom for maybe a legend who's you don't really play that often. So I think that's pretty cool. Also, the event store, this is what the store rotation is going to look like. I actually do like this Newcastle skin. I think some of these skins are pretty cool. Some of them obviously not so much. But regardless, this is what your rotating store should look like throughout this event. Now, because this event is actually dropping on the same date of a seasonal release, it's definitely going to feel like an event because you're going to get that brand new team deathmatch mode. You're going to be able to play it for 3 weeks throughout this stuff. And it's definitely, like I said, going to feel fresh. It's going to feel new. However, compared to the rest of the season, you'll actually look back and say, the anniversary collection event really wasn't that much of an event. All we got really is heirloom shards. But like I said, because they decided to release it at the same time of the season, it's going to feel like an event because you are still getting some new modes and stuff. I actually think it's a very good idea for Apex to keep doing this. It's a way to maybe bring more events and make it seem like you got more content coming on, even though you can kind of piggyback off the seasonal release of update changes that happen as well. But if you release the season first for 2 weeks, you're going to feel obligated to bring something new or different in 2 weeks time with that first collection event. So the fact that they put it on the same exact date, I think is going to help play in their favor, honestly. Now, with that being said, you guys know for the first 3 weeks of this brand new season, Revelry, we're going to have team deathmatch. After that, the mixtape playlist will become permanent, and that's when you'll have a 15-minute rotation of team deathmatch, then control mode, and then lastly, you're going to have gun run mode. Now, some of these modes will be updated as well. They're going to add some more modes to all of this mixtape playlist stuff. But not only are they adding more modes, we already knew that they were going to be potentially adding new maps. However, I dug deep today, and it took me quite some time. Matter of fact, I dug so deep, I couldn't even find it. I spent like 30 minutes trying to find it. I had to reach out to Crowdrindo specifically and get him to help me out, in which he did. So shout out to Crowdrindo for doing that. And this is what I wanted to bring to you guys. Not only are they adding new maps, but we had a leak from forever ago, back in September, that they were adding a lot of stuff from Titanfall. Crowdrindo said with the latest patch, so obviously this was back in season 14, he said there has been new capture point locations added for another upcoming game mode. They also added a lot of new maps for this LTM. And so basically these brand new game modes have all of these Titanfall based maps. You can see Exoplanet, Homestead, Angel City, Blackwater Canal, Boneyard, Crash Site, Rise, Eden, and Colony. A lot of these are some fan favorite Titanfall maps that I know a lot of you old Titanfall gurus are going to love to see. And he said basically, for people that don't know this, these are all Titanfall maps. Now, back during all of this, there was also a lot of leaked footage going around of like an uplink style mode for Apex Legends, where basically there was this ball in the middle of the map and you had to go capture the ball, then go take it to the enemy's base and score. You could either dunk, I guess, by walking it in or jumping it in. And then obviously 1 point in uplink for Call of Duty is throwing it in. I'm not sure exactly how the scoring will work, but that's the general concept of how it worked. Considering there are a lot of devs at Apex that worked on a lot of those Call of Duties, I wouldn't be surprised. Regardless, one of the comments here basically said, I kind of doubt this is actually true or that it would be shipped. Like, realistically, I don't think many of these would play very well with Apex movement. Obviously, they probably won't be exactly how they are in Titanfall, But still, knowing what we know now with Apex leaks, I think it starts to make a little bit more sense, because if you guys are not aware, I hate to burst the bubble of saying it may be longer than what we're hoping for, but season 23, yeah, I know it's a very long way out the way. The leaks have shown that there will be a brand new map called District, in which there seems to be wall running on the map. And after that update comes, it could be possible that wall running becomes available to all the other maps in the game. We already know wall running is possible considering the Shadow Royale mode, but it kind of makes more sense to have this uplink type, griftball type mode, whatever, in Apex Legends once there is wall running. What I'm not specifically sure about is what these capture point locations would have been. Would they have been control point locations so that we can play control mode on them? Does that mean that Team Deathmatch Control and Gun Run are going to be coming on these maps as well, and maybe we'll get those first? Or will these basically be control point locations or capture point locations for that potential future uplink type mode? Not 100% sure, but regardless, being someone that didn't unfortunately play a lot of Titanfall 2 growing up and then went back and played a little bit here in the last couple of years or so, I realized that game was so fun and had an amazing movement system that I hate that I missed out on, and I would love to be able to get a little bit of that again. So if they continue to go the route that it seems like they're going and bringing all of this stuff, yeah, Apex is going to have a massive year this year and next year. And lastly, for those of you that are into heirlooms, and specifically the Wraith heirloom, I think there may be a little bit of a change coming for you guys that I'm pretty excited about here as well. So this could be a stretch, but it's the only thing that I could find that makes sense. But the lead animator over at Respawn Entertainment, our favorite dev over there, Mr. Moy, said this literally a couple months ago, saying, I've been switching it up on working mostly on first-person animations lately, and it's been a much-needed change of pace for me. I think you'll like what is in the works. He also said, I'm sorry that I have to be so vague. I just wanted to share that I'm currently working on something that I believe will make a lot of people very happy. Just remember this tweet. It's really hard to tell what exactly he could have been discussing or what he could have been talking about, because you got to also remember there's kind of limited options here. He's a lead animator, so I really doubt he's going to be working on anything like wide scale, like extremely big. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, he could have been working on some of the new modes and stuff, and maybe that's exactly what he was talking about. I'm not 100% sure. However, that would have probably fit right into place. But we did see this video yesterday coming from Crowrindo that made me think maybe this is exactly what Moy was talking about. Considering it does animation, it could make sense. And he did say he was working on some first-person animations as well. This could be exactly what he's talking about. So Crowrindo posted this very low-quality GIF, and it may not seem like much, right? It's the rare animation that you get from Wraith's heirloom, I think, when you land or when you redeploy or something like that. It's not very common, but it's definitely one of her best ones, if not the best one, where she like basically spins this kunai on her finger, and it's a really nice animation. At first I saw this and I'm like, what am I even looking at? Like, what is so special about this? And then I realized it seems like they're triggering this animation themselves with no redeploy, no landing off drop or anything like that. Basically just being standing still in the firing range and then triggering that animation. So I wonder if all of those rare animations and those animations that people really love a lot, I wonder if any of those are basically going to become more accessible. Maybe you can trigger those yourself now, or maybe they, you know, increase the animations for the Wraith heirloom. Maybe they felt like she was outdated and they need to update her a little bit. Now, it would make sense considering a Wraith heirloom recolor is in the works and in the discussion, and maybe they want to make it look a little bit more presentable, make it a little bit nicer. That way that you're actually more likely to buy the new heirloom, which technically is not a new heirloom, but just a recolor. So I'm interested to see what you guys have to say about all the topics down in the comment section below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and comment down below if you guys want a chance to win these heirloom shards for this anniversary collection event. I gotta be honest, I probably won't be giving away every heirloom during all of these events during the season, because there is a lot, and I'm trying to save up for the $1,000 Apex Battle Royale tournament that I'm doing. But the one that gives away heirloom shards, I definitely had to do. So feel free to enter. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I'll see you later, Gators.